Welcome back to Magoo's Reviews. All right, y'all, this is my review for Drake's Maid of Honor and Habibti albums. We're going to get through it. Before we do, we just passed 1,000 subscribers. We're on the road to 2,000. After that, we're going to hit 10,000, 100,000. We're going to be in a million. We're going to claim it. It will happen. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Definitely hit the like button at the bottom. I really do appreciate you guys. It means a whole lot. All right, y'all. So I already did my review on Drake's Iceman. Definitely go check it out. Close to a 20-minute video. Be honest with y'all, I thought it was very mid. There were certain tracks on there that I did like, but at the same time, nothing really to take away. I didn't think there were any real big hits on there. Like Nokia was a big hit for Drake last year on Some Sexy Songs for You. You know, the album with Party Next Door. But at the same time, there was nothing there at all as far as hits, you know what I'm saying, that really stand out. Even though there were some solid tracks on there were some good beats. The rapping was very one note and all that kind of stuff. So I gave it a middle of the road album. Like I said, I don't think it lived up to the hype. Now, here's the thing. Same night Iceman releases, he says, I'm releasing 2 more albums. The first artist in history, I think, to ever release 3 albums in one night. Now, the thing with these 2 albums, sonically, they're completely different from one another. They're completely different from Iceman. They are more focused on party, you know, house music, strip club music, you know, R&B, very bad R&B, if I'm being honest with y'all. But at the same time, man, completely different sonically from Iceman, you know. Now, goodness gracious, we're going to go through it at first, man. Maid of Honor. Maid of Honor. Now, Maid of Honor, the album cover art is a picture of his mom and, you know, like Drake in there as well, like pictures of him as a little kid, kind of like fused together. And I'll be honest with y'all, man. This was not a good album. This was not a good album. I'm going to hone it all the way back to the end. So please stay there in the video where I talk about focus and how Drake has a lack of focus. There's a completely lack of focus. And whoever's on his team, or, you know, even himself, completely lack of focus, man. Somebody needs healing in that. It's crazy, man. Anyway, the songs on here. Number 1, Whole Phase. Number 2, Road Trips. 3, Outstanding Tweaking, featuring Stunner Sandy. Cheetah Print, featuring Sexy Red. Oh my gosh. Which One, featuring Central C. Amazing Shape, featuring Patkin. BBW, True Bestie, featuring Iconic Savvy. Where's Your Stuff interlude, New Bestie, Q&A, Stuck, Goose and the Juice, Princess. Now, out of all the tracks on here, I didn't like none of them. I didn't like not one song on here. And I'm just being dead honest with y'all. I'm being very, very serious. I did not like one track on here, man. But the track Princess is a track that I heard everybody talking about where, you know, he finds a girl who's unconscious and on his bathroom floor and all this kind of stuff. So I did listen to that. I didn't like it, but it still garnered my attention because I'm like, well, let me hear what everybody's talking about. But, man, Drake's tone, his flow, the singing, it's all one note. It's so monotone, man. It's so dreary. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I fell asleep. And I felt bad because I had to start this shit over. Excuse my language, man. I literally had to start it over because I'm like, this is bad, man. This is bad. And like, I gotta listen to this again. But I'm gonna give y'all a fair and honest review. The track was Sexy Red, bro. Cheetah Print. I have no idea what this fixation is with Sexy Red. Maybe it's him trying to, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I see Sexy Red, I see 2 bad bitches. Like, maybe he's trying to like, yeah, Kendrick, I got you again. Whatever it is, it's bad. It's bad. You know what I'm saying? So here we are again with that. Like, that was a bad track, man. Which One features Central C? You know, I know he's been teamed up with Central C for a while now and all that kind of stuff. But still, man, nothing really here to stand out. Again, no hits. No hits. Drake is known for the hits. And I said the same thing about Iceman. Really no hits. There's not one song on Iceman or this, I was about to say Housemaid, Maid of Honor, that has a hit as big as Nokia. Not one. Now, we're going to see what the whole charts and everything. I think first week sales for these projects are going to be very high. But the second week, the third week is going to be very interesting because I already heard about the day 2 on Spotify, and the impact from day 1 to day 2 is already stunning right there. But now, again, man, the replay value is very, 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 very low. Instead of releasing a one good, concise project, you drop another project, which completely takes away the steam from your first project, even though it wasn't really a great project in my personal opinion, but at the same time, it takes away the steam. Now, man, going into Habibti, goodness gracious. Going into Habibti. There was one track on Habibti that did garner my attention, man, that kind of really like, okay, was WNBA. I did hear everybody talking about that. That was a good one. He had a track on here talking about, you know, ran out the AC, man. Some of my soda, it was a stupid bar. But again, prioritizing, again, man, this sounds like one long song. no, Drake has no range as a singer in the first place. Very very monotone, very dreary, man. Like you're taking NyQuil. If I'm being honest with y'all, it's just these albums. Like I said again, I don't like none of these albums, man. Forget both of them, man. 1 out of 10 for each. If I'm being honest, 1 out of 10 for both Habibti and House of Honor, Maid of Honor. But at the same time, man, this I'm gonna wrap it all up because this doesn't need to be a long review at all because I do not like these projects. My thing is with Drake, man, there's a lack of focus. There is a lack of focus, and it's very, very telling. It's very telling when your own fan base, like Black Boy Max and other people, there I'm gonna put it in my post. There's a a video going around of DJ Academics trying his best to stay up listening to Habibti. He is struggling. He's over there like come on, DJ Academics, the one we know who's always like pushing Drake more than Maul and everybody. Academics is Drake's #1 fan and all that. He just received his OVO chain. He had a picture with Drake. That's Drake's #1 fan. You know what I mean? Even he was struggling to stay, but Academics has fallen asleep before on camera stream listening to Drake. So that says enough right there. But at the same time, man, instead of just focusing on one project where it's like, you know what, I'm gonna drop the hits. I'm gonna have to say what I gotta say. The focus was just everywhere. It was just a lack of focus. Oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna please the fans who want to hear me sing, and I'm please the fans who want to hear me rap. But there is no focus. And even Peter Rosenberg says, and I said it before in my Iceman review, and I'm gonna keep coming back to it, was the fact that, he was like, well, if I ask for one album and you give me 3 albums, that tells me you got no album. You know what I mean? And I think that's such a true statement the more I think about it, man. It's just absolutely insane, man. It's very. Now, going to the whole Spotify thing. Now, I did hear that Spotify, I guess, came out and apologized because they said, oh, yeah, Drake had the #1, as far as like #1 song, as far as, releasing whatever. And it became BTS. I'll probably do a separate video on that whole situation. But going to the whole thing with Spotify, I read that Drake's first day numbers for Iceman, there was a huge drop, like 70 million listeners the second day 2. That's a big thing, man. You know what I'm saying? That's supposed to happen like second, third week, so on and so forth, where you lose that many listeners. But they said Playboi Carti's last album, I Am Music, was like have more streaming listeners than Iceman in day 2. That I think Kendrick Lamar's GNX is like close to 70 million, something crazy like that. There's like albums that have already been out are like catching up to Iceman, or if not passing it already. You know what I'm saying? So again, man, I think the replay value in this project, these 3 projects, aren't as high as people think it is. So again, I think first week sales are going to be big, but at the same time, overall, man, the quality of Drake's music has taken a huge dip. I think Drake's confidence is completely shot, and I said it before in my last video. I think his thing is shot. Pause, not his thing shot. His confidence is shot. But I also saw him. I guess he was not going back and forth, but the reviews are out. The reviews on most of these are mixed to bad. There's really nothing like, oh man, these are great. Outside of like really hardcore fans, there are people who like it at the end of the day. But out of real hardcore fans, the reception is very mixed to bad. You know what I'm saying? Even like, I saw Pitchfork, who's, you know about them, but still, the other people like, nah, this is not it at all. You know what I'm saying? All this hype and all this build-up for these 3 projects, especially for one project, and you give us 3, no, this isn't it at all. So, yeah, man, he came out and was like, oh, people said the same thing about Take Care. Take Care had what Marvin's Room on it. Take Care had Lord Knows, which is still my favorite Drake song to this day. You know what I mean? So, yeah, no, I completely disagree. And one, shouts out to Weeknd, because that was, saying Weeknd definitely helped out with that project. If you know, you know. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I'm probably going to, I don't want to put my ID out there because I don't want nobody to take it. But I'm probably going to do a separate video on the 3 guys. But anyway, man, overall, yeah, Habibti, Maid of Honor, bad projects. I both give them a 1 out of 10. Nothing there, nothing to come back to. Very, very bad projects. Like I said, I see huge Drake fans that are streamers out here absolutely laughing at these projects like, yo, what is this? Like, why did you put this out? People saying, well, it's trying to fulfill his contract obligation. But at the end of the day, man, you put out bad quality work, regardless of like, oh, he'll release another album. No, there's no point in releasing no more albums. Like, I don't want to hear nothing from you right now. You know what I mean? You dropped 3 bad projects, man. 1 mid project and 2 bad ones. I'll put it like that one. Again, I think Iceman is a mid project, but the other 2, they are bad. So yeah, we're going to see what happens next, man. But As far as first week number sales, I think they're going to be high, but it's going to be very interesting to see those second and third week and so on and so forth. Is there going to be strong replay value already when you see a dip in numbers in the Spotify, charts? And here's my thing as far as hip hop. I love hip hop. I love hip hop for the quality of music. I love hip hop for the impact on the culture that it has. I'm not real big on the numbers, but Drake hangs his hat on the numbers, and the numbers mean you're number one. Yeah, you may have high numbers, but your quality of work, it's not there as far as like your quality and your music. It's not there, not at all. But that's just my personal opinion. Habibti, Maid of Honor, trash. Anyway, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hope everybody has a blessed day. I'll see y'all soon.